We want to find the missing y value from point A. So we have 2 points and a distance. So that means we're using the distance formula. Distance is defined by x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. And then what we're missing is a y value. So the way we're going to do this is x1, y1, x2, y sub 2. So we're just labeling everything to make sure we fill this all out. And d, of course, is there. So we have 2 square root 13 is equal to the square root of x2, 8, minus 2 squared plus 3 minus y squared. Alright, so that's the equation set up. We're solving for y, that's the goal. We're most likely going to have 2 answers due to the nature of a square, which that's okay. And you can always check your work by going back. So first, we're going to rewrite it so we can show our steps clearly. So we have 2 square root 17. 8 minus 2, 6 squared, plus negative y plus 3 squared. I'm just putting it in descending order. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of that square root. So the way we get rid of the square root is we have to square both sides. Alright? With the square, this cancels. And since we have a 2 in front of the 3, we have to distribute the 2 here and the 2 here. When the 2 goes there, it cancels out. So we're left with 2 squared times 13 equals, no square root now, 36 plus y plus 3 times y plus 3. Alright, 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 times 13 equals 36 plus, we're going to use our distributive property, negative y times y gives us y squared. We get negative 3, y, negative 3, y, and then plus 9. 4 times 13, 26, 52, I think. Yeah, it's 52. Then we have, put in descending order, y squared minus 6y plus 45. Moving it up a little bit. All right. So now, what we're going to do is I'm going to put this over because we have to factor equal to 0 because we have to factor. We have to find the zeros of this equation when it crosses that x value. Alright, so subtract 52. Subtract 52. That will go into it 7 times, so we have 0 is equal to y squared minus 6y, and I said minus 7. Factoring, not too bad. We'll use the magic number game, which is quicker than grouping than we did last time. Just put in the answers what you get. Okay. So what multiplies to negative 7 and adds to negative 6? So what multiplies to negative 7 but adds to negative 6? Not too bad. What we do right here, you're just going to choose a couple numbers and we're good to go. So what we have here, let's do 1 and 7. 1 times 7 is 7, but it has to add to negative 6, so it's a negative 7. Luckily, instead of the grouping method that I did last time with the magic number way, you just get x plus 1, x minus 7. So, or y, it should be a y, oops. Just use the x's. Alright, from here, what's next? Well, That means y is going to equal -1 and y is going to equal 7, because it's the opposite. Because what you do to figure out what each answer is, you ignore one of them, equal it to 0, and that becomes the sign. So y in this situation can be two answers, -1 and 7. There you have it.